Plus size and pregnant, what I wish I would have known back in 2020 when I got pregnant with my son, but now it's 2024 and I'm pregnant with my third and we are 18 weeks today. So I'm gonna go over a list of what I wish I would have known being plus size and being pregnant, or like just talk about what no one really talks about, how doctors treat you when you are plus size, when you're pregnant. And hi, if you don't know who I am, my name is Haley, about to have 3 kids. I have been plus size my entire life and plus size and pregnant. So I really wanna talk about the expectations or things that may be happening during your pregnancy. Let's get into it. First and foremost, I want to say that you can switch your OB at any point. You can switch midwives at any point. You can switch hospitals. You can even go and deliver at a hospital without even having like an OB. They won't know any of your information. They won't know the care or anything if it's a new hospital, but they won't turn you away and they will deliver your baby. You can do that. But I just want to preface, advocate for yourself, switch doctors if you need to, because I have done that multiple times. I've actually done that twice in each pregnancy now. So you can do it too. Listen to yourself and advocate for yourself. Depending when you go in for your first appointment, you will be getting a transvaginal ultrasound, and you could say no because they will try to say when you are heavier that they needed to see the baby better. And while that might be true, depending on how early you are, it's not always true. Like, baby, you could see the baby fine with my big stomach, and I know that. So I deny every transvaginal. I will wait. And it's supposed to give a better, clearer picture, which I know it does. However, it's not always needed. We're trying to do it with some of my pregnancies still at like 12 weeks and 15 weeks, and I'm like, you can see the baby. Like, I know you can. I've gotten stomach ultrasounds and we've seen the baby fine. Like, I don't know why you're trying to. So they might try to be like, oh, because you're bigger, blah blah blah. Okay, I don't care. I'm not doing that. Like, I could just wait if you guys are uncomfortable or can't tell the baby just because I'm fat. You know what I mean? And I will say, before someone watches this and says they're blah blah blah, yes, I know they're used when you're super early, like for everyone to no matter the like size. But at 8 to 9 weeks, you can see the baby. You don't need a like, personally, I don't need one. You can see it through my fat stomach. You know what I mean? Like, number 2, they will test you for gestational diabetes immediately. Even if you do not have diabetes or have no showing of diabetes, or that there's no family history, they will literally test you early because you're fat. It is, per what I know, I could be wrong, I'm not a gestational diabetes expert, per what I know, it is like random. However, if you had it prior, you're more likely to get it again. First pregnancy, I didn't have it at all, nothing like that. And every time the doctors were like, really? You don't have gestational diabetes? Every time. And I'm like, no, baby, I don't. Just because I'm fat doesn't mean I get it. Everyone can get it. Doesn't matter your size. I'll test you early because you're fat. Typically. Number 3, being plus size is mentally hard when you're pregnant, because we see those cute bump photos and cute bumps and cute, like, you see those perfect bumps where they're nice and round. And if you have a different body style, being plus size, you may never get that. And it's really hard mentally, because that's typically all you want. That's all you see in social media. And you want that I am pregnant, I am not fat look. Now, baby, I'm confident regardless, but if I'm pregnant, I want you to know I'm pregnant, because I'm fat every day. I'm not pregnant every day. Well, I'm pregnant every day for like 10 months, but you know what I mean? But that can be a hard thing to deal with when you see all, you know, the perfection, the perfect bumps and all of that. And that's kind of like what you wished, even though you know you would never look like that. Even though I know my body would never look like that, regardless of how much weight I lost, I still kind of like mourn the pregnancy bump, the cute pregnancy bump, you know? I love me a pregnancy bump. I think they're just so cute. You're just, you know what I mean? So I think every bump is beautiful, but I'm really hard on myself And so I just wish that I had for myself, and so that might be something you may struggle with. I don't know, you never know. From my experience, which I have been high risk technically, but my first pregnancy, they told me I was high risk but didn't act like I was high risk, and I don't know if that's because it was during COVID or what, but basically they told me because I'm fat I'm high risk, and then some other things. They didn't act like it, so I was really confused. And the doctors were like, oh, because your BMI, you are going to be high risk. That's what they told me in my first OB with my second pregnancy before I switched to like the great OB I had. Yeah, you're high risk because you're bigger. And I'm like, well, that doesn't make sense, but you can have a great pregnancy while being plus size. Automatically assume because you're fat you're unhealthy, and I think that's like really hard mentally as well. I don't think they're trying to be rude. I think they, from a medical standpoint, yes, being plus size is, you are at a higher risk, but that doesn't mean you are going to be high risk. And I think they need to like not assume just because you're fat that you're also unhealthy and can't care for this baby. You know, they will typically, not every doctor, like I said, they will, but the ones I've experienced, they will talk about your weight. They'll talk about if you got bigger and that you don't need to gain so much. My first pregnancy, I gained so much, and they were like, you need to stop gaining weight, it's gonna be a problem. And I'm like, I can't stop gaining weight because I'm not doing anything to gain weight. Like, I'm not doing anything different than I was. So I don't know what to tell you. I'm like 30 pounds, and then with my daughter, I was actually losing weight, and they were congratulating me every time I was on the scale. I wouldn't gain, or I would gain a pound or two, but they knew it was my daughter as she got bigger. Like, they know it wasn't me, and so they were like, oh my god, you're doing so great. Like, mind you, I'm not doing anything different. I had gestational diabetes, but it wasn't affecting me like it affects other women. Literally congratulated me. She was a great person. I think she was just trying to be like, you're doing so great, you know. She was a great OB, but the second pregnancy, they just kept congratulating me. And then when I had her and I went back for my 6 weeks, I lost so much weight because I was losing weight through the pregnancy. And so they were like, congratulations, like, oh my god, I'm so happy for you. Like my goal was not to lose weight. Like, yes, it felt good not having to like gain weight and then lose it again, because I already struggle with that. Like, you don't have to congratulate me or constantly remind me that I'm losing weight or gaining weight or whatever about my weight. Like, for plus size people, it can be triggering, so like, let's not always talk about it. Those are the things that I wish I would have known in advance with pregnancy and being plus size and having to deal with all those emotions. Like, every time I went to the doctors, because they would bring it up, a lot of the stuff all the time, and so it's just like hard to not take everything personal and just be like, okay, they're just doctors, they obviously have to say this to everyone, but like, I don't know, have some nice bedside manner. I don't know, be nice about it if you were an OB, but try not to take everything personal. Try not to get upset because you're gonna be doing that for 9 months. So if you do not like your OB, or you feel like you're being fairly treated, then please switch OBs. Please find someone else, and find someone better that you trust and that you enjoy working with. Remember, they work for you, you don't work for them. You can fire them. I hope you guys like this video. I have others about C-sections and other videos that are sit-down videos as well, but I hope that this is, I guess, I don't know, informative, interesting. I don't know if it's common sense. I don't know if you're plus size, I guess you'll kind of relate to what I'm saying. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe, like, and comment down below. Vlogs, so if you're into vlogs and you like my personality, then check those out below as well. Thank you so much, and see you guys next time. Bye!